Deion Sanders been exposed NIL and everything that's wrong with college football right now, man. But y'all wasn't listening. We wasn't listening back then, man. 2022, man. Over 2 years ago, Deion Sanders spoke on this whole NIL topic, man. NIL is not what we think it is, man. Name, image, and likeness, man. What that means is you do this for my company, you come shoot this commercial, hop on the radio, hop on the podcast, I pay you this amount of money for an Instagram post. You're doing something because your name, image, and likeness, and I'm paying you that because who you are and what you represent, and I want you to support my company and promote it. This is not what NIL is right now, man. Nico holding out wanting $4 million is not for his name, image, or likeness, man. It's because how good he plays football on the field. He wants $4 million from a collective money, NIL money, two different things, and we so often combine them as the same thing. And Deion Sanders been told us about this in 2022. Let's listen.
Talk about name, image, and likeness. I haven't seen anybody on anything. We keep talking about these kids are making millions of dollars. What do they own? Where is the name, the image, and the likeness? Or is it just collective, just paying these kids to participate in this or that college? We don't have that. Again, we don't have those resources. We can't compete with that. So the little guy is pushed aside because now when it comes down to is this guy going to choose this college or that college, we can't compete with anteing up to make sure that kid is compensated.
And this is back when he was at Jackson State, man. This a little minute ago when he talked about NIL and a lot of the issues with it. It's like, it's not NIL. It's not NIL, man. So a lot of people in the comment section of the last couple videos, a lot of people coming to Nico defense. A lot of people are supporting the college athletes, saying they deserve to get paid however much. And the NCAA has been extorting them for years by not playing the player. Well, guess what? NIL, when it was launched, this is not what we thought it was going to be. We did not thought it was just going to be a collective, anyone could donate money to any collective, and all that money goes in a pool, and then whoever's deciding who gets this amount of money, and quarterbacks get this much, whatever position get that much. That is not NIL, man. We are confusing it, man. It's sad though. It is sad. So like players like Travis Hunter is not getting no NIL. He don't need it. He's not getting no collective money. You actually see Travis Hunter with some NIL deals. For example, I believe he has like Celsius. I seen him on a Celsius commercial, seen him promoting it on his Instagram. He don't need the collective money, man. He allowed Colorado to go use the collective money on other players, and he's going to run up the bag of actual NIL, whether it's, hosting this commercial, winning the Heisman, stuff like that, making money actually off his name, image, and likeness instead of the school just giving him this handout to come play for us. And you got some players doing both, getting the collective money from the school and then also making their own NIL bag on the side. If you could do both, do both. 100% you should do both.
And he's one of the biggest donors to the collective. Meaning he's paying a lot of other people's NIL on his team. So he's actually paying a lot of guys on his team.
He gets, he lives off his endorsements and then contributes his endorsements money back to the NIL to help them build a team.
He's paying at least 10 to 15 guys NILs on the team.
That's nuts. That's nuts, man. You got guys like that. And, a lot of people was bashing Travis Hunter because the situation he had going on a couple months ago. What a guy. I mean, this video is not even about Travis Hunter, but hearing something like that, he's paying at least 10 to 15 guys NIL on the team, and that's, collective money, essentially. He paying 10 to 15 guys collective money just because he won a better roster, And on the other end, we got guys like, Nico, looking to leave or, walking out the door because he want double his salary, and a lot of people don't like Nico, man. I'm seeing a lot of people hating Nico down in the comments saying he's not that good of a quarterback, calling him mid. Whatever you think of him as a quarterback, he was worth $2 million to Tennessee, and a starting quarterback job as a freshman. He could only get better, man. If he was what he was as a freshman last year, well, imagine him as a senior maybe. So don't hate him too much. He could get better. And the reason I got Coach Prime up here because he keeps it real with some of this NIL stuff, man. Like other coaches don't at times, man. He's kind of transparent, got the cameras behind the scene. You see a little bit more than you would with other programs. And let's listen to his point on this.
That's why I love the NIL, but I hate it at the same time.
Okay.
Because I think we should be able to get back the money that you ain't doing nothing with. Now, if you bought it, I want you to make every damn college football can pay you. But if you ain't doing nothing, can you give it back?
This makes me think of, I hope y'all know Kadyn Proctor, man. Kadyn Proctor, let me pull him up. Kadyn Proctor, man. So, he was on Alabama, first committed to Alabama. He played for Nick Saban, I believe Nick Saban last year. And then after Nick Saban retired, he hopped in the portal. Said, I'm going to go play somewhere else. He decided to go with the hometown team. I believe it was Iowa. And yep, it was Iowa. Want to go back home. So he transfers to Iowa after the football season ends. He goes through the spring practice. And after spring practice, pretty much this time last year exactly, when he decides to hop back in the portal and go back to Alabama. The issue is, all of the money Iowa paid him to come to Iowa from Alabama, he did not have to pay any of that money back to Iowa, man. That's the reports. Obviously, we don't know for sure. That's the reports. So he went to Iowa for 4-5 months at most, man. And during the spring window, so it's, no real football. It's just practice. He went to Iowa to practice for, I forget exactly what the number was, but it was a number that would make you sick. Iowa thought, obviously, they was getting a player that was going to come start at left tackle for him. But guess what? They was not, man. He came there, got the bag, ran up the bag, and went back to Alabama. Is that not nasty work? And, we don't know his true intentions. It was some stuff like they were saying the grass not greener on the other side. That's why he decided to go back. But what if he left? And as soon as he left, he knew he was coming back as long as, Alabama was going to match the number, whatever. He just left for the bag and came back for the bag. Like, that would be insane if that's how it actually happened. We'll never really know probably, but this is just one situation from last year where collective money, NIL money, and I feel bad for Iowa, man. Y'all say, the kids should get paid this, they deserve the money. They do, but I feel bad for Iowa. You give a kid $600,000 to come start left tackle for you. You pay him all the money up front, and in the end, he don't play one down for you. You pay him $600,000. That $600,000 could have went to something else, another player or something. It could have went somewhere, not to a player that's on another team, man. And that's kind of what Deion Sanders was talking about in that clip right there, man. I wish I could get some of that NIL money back. We pay you guys when it don't pan out. And the point, we just need to get to the point where it's incentives, man. Nico, you want $4 million? Okay, well, we give you $1 extra million, you get us to the playoffs. Win a national championship, you get an extra 2.5, and now you have 4.5 million, man. Incentives. How do we add incentives to the collective NIL, man? That got to be implemented, and that'll take it to the next level, because at this point, we got incentives and pro contracts all the time, and it's useful. It's helpful. We got incentives in coaches' contracts. When a coach make the playoffs, they have some incentives kick in, and they'll make some more money, man. It's time to get incentives in these NIL contracts. And we probably all know about this situation right here with Underwood, man. Flip schools kind of last minute for the bag, for the collective bag, man. Ain't no NIL money. That's not NIL money, man. Name, image, and likeness. That's not NIL money, man. 2.9 million. That's collective money, or that's the average they saying, whatever, or that's what they think, some of these guys should get. That's collective money, man. It's not NIL money. I think I don't want to say we confuse it, but we're giving the wrong false numbers, man, because some of these guys don't have any NIL deals. They don't have any NIL deals, man. They just have pure collective money, and they running up the bag off that. You got some guys like Arch Manning, you see him in some commercials. He got some NIL money, and he probably also got some collective money. Or he might be like Travis Hunter, where he's not taking the collective money. Focus on the other guys, man. I'll make all my money with NIL, and I'm already good. Don't worry about me. Give the money to the other people in the collective. I'll get my money on my own. So how do we fix this? Because I'm not sure if it's a clear answer to that, man. Y'all let me know down below. What do we have to do, man? Do y'all think the NIL money, the collective money, like, I just feel like it should be some type salary cap on the collective money. If you want to go make your NIL bag, make however much money you want. But the collective money, it just needs to be some type, like, quarterbacks, the max you can get paid at quarterback, $1 million, $2 million, whatever that number is. The max you get paid at running back, 100,000, 500,000, whatever that number is. Like, put some guidelines on the collective money and keep the NIL money. If you want to make money off your name, image, and likeness, you want to do 30 commercials for local brands, whatever you want to do, however you're making the NIL money, at true NIL money, I should call it, do your thing. But the collective money, it should be more rules and guidelines so we don't have players looking to double their salary just because I feel like it. I just look at it like this, man. At the end of the day, I mentioned this in the last video, I mentioned it again. We all have jobs. You go to your boss, hey, I want to double my salary. I'm doing a great job, I think. I think I'm doing a great job of leading our staff, you know, whatever. However I contribute to my job at work, I want to double my salary. You know, most of you guys' bosses is going to do what? Leave, get out the door. You know, we don't have it. And, you know, you might think they're being an a-hole or, you know, whatever. Well, most times, like, that money is used on other employees. That money is being used. Most companies just don't have double the money laying around. You know, Tennessee collective money, they might not just have $2 million laying around. They could, but they might not. They should be using that money. You know, if we want to give you $2 more million, well, we got to take $2 million from somewhere else and find and give it. We're not doing all that, Nico. We'll get somebody else that want to be here, and, you know, that might only want $1 million. So just think about it like that, man. It's like, it's an insane thing, double. Like, it's one thing, it's like, you know, some incentive or like a true negotiation, you know, 3 million, 2.5, you know, but double is nuts. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, man. If y'all enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know any other videos y'all want to see, any other ideas, but we on to the next one.